Happening today, airplane manufacturer Boeing back under the microscope on Capitol Hill. Congress will hear from a new whistleblower who claims one of the company's plane models is basically a ticking time bomb with wings.
Boeing vigorously denies the allegations. It's just the latest in a series of scandals which have sullied the reputation of what has long been considered one of the great American corporations. To help explain why this story matters to everybody, ABC transportation correspondent Gio Benitez joins us live on Capitol Hill. Hi, Gio.
Hey guys, yeah, this is a really big deal because we're talking about, look, go back to the MAX 9, the Alaska Airlines flight back in January. Obviously, Boeing has been under the microscope for good reason because of that door plug flying off. Now we're talking about a different issue. We're talking about the 787 Dreamliner, and that's what this whistleblower is focusing on.
And, you know, it's interesting, Gio, when you talk about this, because we've had these discussions about what is the root cause of these videos that we see, the alarming instances of parts of a plane coming off, sometimes in midair. Boeing pushing back strongly. They're saying in some cases this is a maintenance issue. This isn't as it rolled off the line there were incorrect problems or problems with the actual plane itself. What do you know from Boeing's point of view?
Well, so let's talk about what the whistleblower is claiming right now, because he's basically saying that the fuselage isn't fastened together properly, that parts of it are not fastened together properly, and that in midair it could just sort of come apart and cause a catastrophic crash. That's what he's saying, and this is after extensive use. Boeing is saying absolutely not, that they've put it under extreme stress tests, and they actually just moments ago sent me this new statement that it says in 13 years of service, the global 787 fleet has safely transported more than 850 million passengers on more than 4.2 million flights. So they are pushing back very strongly in a way that we haven't quite seen before with other issues. And what's interesting about this particular plane is that a few years ago, it was actually, they stopped production of the 787 Dreamliner and they stopped delivering them to airlines for about 2 years to look at these exact issues. So what we're going to learn at this hearing right now is what's new. Is there something that's new here? Because the FAA is looking at this whistleblower's claims, and that's really the onus is on them to tell us, is there any new information here, or did Boeing already address this issue? Now, to your point, Mike, you're talking about these things where we've seen, you know, wheels fall off and that sort of thing. A lot of these issues are actually maintenance, airline maintenance issues that have actually nothing to do with Boeing. Some of them are older planes. We're talking about 30 years old. And so the investigation really is looking at airline maintenance for those particular issues. But still, obviously, when you're talking about Boeing, ever since we saw that door plug fly off that plane, very much under the microscope for good reason.
But going back to the whistleblower's claims about the fuselage, is there empirical evidence supporting that?
So right now we have not seen any evidence. We have been told that they will provide evidence to members of Congress, but we haven't seen that evidence just yet. So we don't know what's out there, and it at least hasn't been made public to us just yet. So we're very much watching that to see if there's any sort of documentation on this issue.
All right, we'll see what comes out of this hearing. Gio Benitez, always great to talk to you. You're right there at the door, and so we'll see what happens on ABC News and Eyewitness News later on today. Gio, great to see you.